Hey guys, what's up? It's Dana from the blog This Yellow Farmhouse, and I got bronchitis. I'm fine, baby's fine. I am on an antibiotic to help fight an infection, and I will get back to regular knitting content next week. I haven't been knitting at all, so I will just go ahead and share the winner from last week's giveaway, which is Nancy Collins. If you could send me an email at thisyellowfarmhouse@gmail.com, and with your shipping info, I'll send over that prize for you. And thank you guys to everyone who entered and for all of the support about going into season 2. And I'll see you guys next week for a regular episode. Thanks, you guys. So even though I don't have a regular episode today, I do have something from the vault that I haven't shared before with you guys, and I'm going to share it today, all about some of my favorite mom knitting designers so that we can get out there and support some of those awesome knitting mama and also some crochet mama designers. And so I hope you enjoy this kind of slow knitting episode where I talk to you a little bit about that.
I'm your host, Dana of thisyellowfarmhouse.com. Welcome to the show. I'm a mom of 3 girls under 5. I'm a knitting designer, and I'm just living with a case of the cozies here in the woods of Illinois. I'm so excited, you guys, for today's episode because we're going to talk about some of my real life, Instagram friends. I'm sharing with you guys some of my favorite mom knitting designers. Okay, drum roll. That was a weird drum. That was a very high-pitched drum. Let's talk about the greatest mom knitting designers, or at least some of my favorite. Moms are like super women, and anytime a mom gets like real mom bossy and can run their own business, I want to give them major props. I want the world for those go-getters. Seriously. Okay, but I know what goes into designing a pattern from like conception to publishing. Like you're birthing a creative baby, right? So sometimes we see these patterns that we like, but they don't work for our style or our lifestyle. Like I said, being on the floor with Legos all morning, you just can't wear certain things, right? So when a mom's the designer, 1, I want to support her. 2, I kind of just trust her a little more, knowing that she designed something that probably she liked and probably works in her lifestyle. Therefore, if I like the style already, like it's probably going to work in my lifestyle too, right? Like she's looked at this and tested it and worn it, and like, I don't know, I trust it more. Okay, so if you've listened before, you know the story of my We Are Knitters Kara sweater and the Zermatt cardigan kits, where basically I knit these. They turned out all wrong. They were, one of them was gigantic and I was just rolling the sleeves. One of them is what my husband calls my pimp sweater because it's so big and it's the comfiest thing ever. But it's really not practical for being a mom. Like I'm constantly taking it off and like I can't wear it all the time. It's felting because of the number of times that I have to roll the sleeves up to wash dishes or change a dirty diaper or something like that. And I talk about this all the time, not to be negative. Like no shade at We Are Knitters. They have really cute kits. The purpose is to really just talk about the fact that every design out there, even if it's cute, isn't for everybody. And so I really like that mom designers are kind of filling that gap that I felt like was in there, right? Like some things just work better for moms, honestly, right? So I was listening to The Purpose Show, which is a podcast by Ali Casaza, and she had an interview with a mom stylist. And I guess she's a former celebrity stylist, and now she styles moms, which I thought was kind of cool. And she said, when we're looking for our style, we need to ask ourselves 3 things to know our like true mom styles, and that's true of clothes and home. So the first thing is to name your personal style type. Number 2 is to name your body type. So like hourglass, straight, pear, all that. Number 3 is to name the top 3 things that you do in your actual life. So for me, I'd say the top 3 things that I do in my actual life is knitting at home, house chores, and playing on the floor. And mom designers just get that because like they're literally living that out too. I mean, even if they're only part-time designers and they go to a job all day, like they get this life. They know it. So without further ado, some of my favorite mom knitting designers that I really want to give a shout out to, and I'm not leaving anyone out on purpose, like not at all. Just some that jump out to me as consistently being like really aligned with the same lifestyle and clothing style as me as a mom are Mama in a Stitch. So she has the cutest chunky knits and she does a lot of sweaters and cardigans that look really good with leggings, which is always like mama form, right? And they're also really fast to knit because it's chunky yarn. Okay, so then the second one is Heidi May from the Velvet Acorn. So what I love about her, well, there's a few different things. She has amazing style. Also, she has really pretty pictures of her and her kids that she's taking pictures of out in the woods. Like if you've been on Pinterest or looking at knitting patterns or anything like that, you probably know her pictures. It's the little blonde girl who's wearing like the poncho, or I feel like she started the trend of I can't picture what they're called, but it's like the scarf that has like the unicorn hood and it comes all the way down and then they can like put their hands, If you don't know what I'm talking about, go search the Velvet Acorn. You'll immediately recognize her daughter. I really think you will. So what I really love about her is that anytime she has a design, and I'm pretty sure this is true of every design she has a knitting and crochet option. So you can decide which look you like better from both options. Or if you only know how to do one or the other, you can do it that way. But yeah, I really like the versatility. And like I said, it's also a lot of chunky knit stuff and just pretty quick looking projects and also really cute projects, especially for the girls or for kids. She was doing some patterns for girls because she has girls. So I get that. Okay, the third person is Haley from Ozetta. I've talked about her before on this podcast because of her yarn dyeing that I'm obsessed with, but she also has really pretty neutrals that she uses in all her designs, and I think they're really timeless and cute, and they cover all the right places. There's no crop tops coming from Ozetta, and I love that. Okay, number 4 is All About Amy. I think I'm saying that right. All About Amy. And her designs are just like really freaking pretty. Like they're fitted in all the right places. She has sweaters and scarves and cardigans, and somehow, even though she's tiny and adorable and gorgeous and cute and all those things that like I'm not and I'm jealous of, she has all her designs shown on different body types all the time. And so you can really see how it's going to look on different body types. And she's also a mom. Like I'm loving it. So you know how I feel about crop tops. And I need something, and you, I'm sure, are the same way. Like, we need something that if we just spent forever knitting it, it's got to work for us. And it's got to make us feel good and work for our lifestyle so that we're not tugging at it or just wishing it was something that it's not, or wishing that we're something that we're not. Like, we want our clothes to make us feel good, right? And our accessories, all the things. We want them to make us have confidence wearing them. So let's celebrate those mom knitting designers, support them, thank them for not only birthing human babies, but also birthing creative yarn babies into the world that we love to love, right? Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and stay cozy.